Hi, my name is Manny and I'm the Enactus project lead for the project known as Seedling. Seedling has identified a new way to address the demand for a compact and socially conscious food system in Baltimore. To start off, I'd like to share a story. Please meet Earl, who started a street garden in Baltimore to help address the issue of food deserts. In the last 2 years that I've volunteered with Earl, I've learned a great deal about food deserts and the pressing social issues that they present. For example, almost 146,000 people, approximately 1 out of every 4 residents in Baltimore, live in a food desert and are food insecure. After speaking with Earl, our Enactus team became inspired to find a new way to address the issue of food deserts. We conducted 25 in-person interviews with residents that live in food deserts, and we found that almost every single respondent expressed a demand for a more compact and inexpensive way to grow fresh food within their own homes. So our team thought to ourselves, what is a product that addresses the needs assessment driven criteria that we discovered? We settled on hydroponics. Hydroponics is superior to conventional gardening because it is more space efficient, requires less resources, is faster at growing fresh food, and is a more flexible way of growing fresh food year round, because when you grow indoors, you're not dependent on what the climate is outdoors. We believe that with our hydroponic system that we've created, we offer a unique value proposition. Not only does it present an inexpensive way to promote fresh food access within individual homes, but when sold to schools, we see it as a vehicle to promote fresh food education, which I'll explain more later on. There are clear ways to measure the impact that we will have on fresh food access and education. For example, for every individual home that purchases our unit, we recognize that is another Baltimore home that is promoting their fresh food access and is that much more likely to have a healthier lifestyle and diet centered around fresh foods. On the education side, we will count the number of units that we sell to schools. When we reach out to schools, they express very strong interest in purchasing the unit because they saw it as an educational tool that will help students learn about how to sustainably grow fresh food at home, as well as promote an appreciation for fresh food and the benefit that it can bring to students' diets. As a result, schools asked us to develop a curriculum that would help them deploy our unit as an educational tool. We will not only count the number of units that we sell to measure our impact, but we will also gather the number of students and classrooms that our hydroponics unit and curriculum are introduced to more accurately measure the impact that we will have on food education in Baltimore. This video briefly demonstrates our hydroponics unit. As you can see, there are black net pots that contain rock wool, a substitute for soil. Within the unit, there is nutrient-rich water that is kept in constant flow by a water pump. Here is a picture of the first prototype we've installed in my own home, which is successfully growing spinach right now. We are constantly performing our needs assessment through in-person interviews, as well as more recently, online surveys due to the COVID-19 pandemic. What we found is that our beneficiaries and food deserts have expressed a demand for a smaller, more sleek, as well as more sleek unit that is available in the color white. We have eagerly mobilized on this customer feedback and beneficiary feedback in order to create a unit that is much more aesthetically pleasing and much more compact. We predict that we will finalize this new prototype design in the beginning of the summer. This is a brief overview of our business model. We will be selling our units in a bundle of seeds, nutrients, and grow lights on our website, which is already completed, for an MSRP of $99.99. Very competitive when compared to existing hydroponic systems. However, we do recognize that $99.99 might be a lot for individuals that live in lower income backgrounds and food deserts. That is why we're continually finding new ways to reduce the cost of our products. For example, we have identified that if we purchase our supplies in bulk through Alibaba, we will reduce the cost of our unit from $20 to $30, making it that much more affordable to our beneficiaries. As our volume of sales increase, we will be able to buy larger bulk orders and make our unit that much more affordable. Through the profits that we make online, we will be able to sell our units at a discounted price to schools, thus maximizing the number of schools and students that are exposed to fresh food education through our units. Both ways of selling our units offer a way to produce recurring revenue, to make us financially sustainable and a long-term project. Whenever you purchase a unit, you will eventually need more seeds and nutrients, which we will offer on our website. the nutrients and seeds that we offer will be optimized for the unit. As you can see on our website, you can buy the nutrients, seeds, the hydroponics unit, as well as grow lights for a total MSRP of $99.99. Our go-to-market strategy is summarized here. As I mentioned, we've been conducting product validation through surveys, which we will finalize this spring. In the summer, we will reach out to our survey takers that express particular interest in purchasing our product, and we'll start generating pre-order sales. During this time, we will also crowdfund. During the fall, we will officially launch our unit, available to anyone that would like to purchase it on our website. This is a brief competitive analysis that again expresses how we are very competitive in price as well as other metrics. As you can see, we're the only hydroponic company when compared to these two leading hydroponic companies that has a social mission at its core. In our surveys with residents in food deserts, we found that they were very hyper socially conscious of the issue of food deserts, and when we expressed that purchasing our unit would enable us to sell it at a discounted price to schools, they became that much more eager to purchase it. This is our team. Our 8-student Enactus team brings broad academic experiences and knowledge to our enterprise. For example, Bo and Bai has experience creating hydroponic greenhouses and brings that expertise to our unit. Arshdeep Singh comes from a biomedical engineering background and brings that to the prototyping aspect of our enterprise. And I have extensive experience with food systems in Baltimore through my street garden volunteering experience. And I recognize the demand and limitations for different food systems. And that is an overview of Seedling, and we are super excited to pursue our method of addressing the demand for a more socially conscious and compact food system in Baltimore. And this is all the figurines that briefly visited us throughout the presentation that would also like to say thank you for your time.